Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. IG-theasiadionna here. I decided I wanted to just do a little get ready with me, a talk through, let y'all know what's up with me lately, and keep y'all, more updated in my personal life. Not too personal though. Today I gotta go look for a car, so I'm getting ready real quick. I ain't finna do like too much makeup, but y'all already know I gotta do my brows just because they need to be laid. Like, you can't not do your brows. If you're not gonna do your makeup, that's the least you can do. I don't really have that much planned today besides looking for a car and doing some laundry. My son still isn't home. I think he comes back tomorrow, y'all. I've been enjoying this time that I've had without having to have my son, but not like as in, oh thank God I don't have to deal with baby, but like if you're a mom, like, you need that alone time. Like, you can't not have time for yourself because you will go crazy. Like, you need days like this where you can just worry about yourself and get yourself back together, because if you don't, like, you'll start to get freaking depressed or something. Like, you'll start to go crazy. Don't mind me. I got cut at work, y'all. I seen some posts on Facebook about postpartum depression, and it really hit home because, like, I went through that when I first had my son. Like, okay, I didn't really tell nobody this, but when I first had my son, I went through postpartum depression. Basically, it's like a phase that you go through right after you have a child, and they warn you about it when you're in the hospital. Like, before you leave, they tell you. They made me take like a little hour class before I left the hospital, right? But mind you, I have been in the hospital for like 3 days. I was ready to just go home. I was just like, okay, like, I'm ready to go. I already know how to do this, blah blah blah. And then they also start to mention how you might go through postpartum depression, which, it makes you feel like, you don't know what you're doing. You start to just feel sad all the time, this and that. But me being me, I was just ready to go home, so I was just like, whatever, that's not gonna ever happen to me. Like, I've never been depressed. Wasn't even really paying attention in the class because I was just ready to go. I was just really tired, wanted to go home, take a nap in my own bed, and I freaking went home, and it was pretty normal because when you're at the hospital, you have the nurses to help you. And if you can't get the baby to sleep, then they're gonna come in there and put him to sleep for you. So you have all the help in the world. Like, if you're expecting a baby, I'm gonna advise y'all now, take advantage of those nurses because they are going to help with everything that you could possibly want. So you need to take advantage of that. And I didn't really do that. Like, I tried to do everything by myself while I was there. So I get home, and the first few days is okay, it's normal. I'm like, okay, still feel like how I felt when I first had him. So like a week later, I started feeling like really sad, and like I didn't know what I was gonna do. I didn't know what I was doing. Like, it started to hit me like, okay, I'm a mother. Like, I have a whole child that I have to take care of, that I have to be responsible for the next 18 years. Like, what the hell am I doing? Like, freaking depressed and sad. And it's like, I didn't know why, and I wasn't even thinking back to like the class that I took when I was at the hospital. None of that dawned on me as to why I'm feeling like this. I was just like, what the hell? Like, why do I feel like this? And I was kind of embarrassed to tell anybody, so I didn't tell nobody. Like, and that's one of the worst things you could do. Like, if you're feeling sad or you go through any kind of depression, don't sit here and hold it in, because that's a dangerous thing. That's when a lot of crazy things can start happening. Like, you could start self-harming yourself or harming other people because you just don't know how to deal with it. And I had a lot of like scary thoughts, like, I don't even want to be here anymore type thoughts. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't do this. It's never gonna work. Like, I don't know anything about taking care of a child. None of that. So I would look up on YouTube. Like, this is way before I started doing YouTube. I would look up on YouTube, like, why am I feeling like this? Or I would Google, why am I feeling like this? And everything I would see was postpartum depression, postpartum depression. I would watch videos of girls that were going through the exact same thing as me. I'm like, okay, maybe this is normal. But even though I knew what it was, I still couldn't like accept the fact that this is how I'm feeling every day. Like, if you've never went through depression and you don't know, it's like a knot in your freaking stomach. Like, you just feel horrible. Like, you feel sad every day, like, and you don't even know why. Like, I don't know. I realized what I had, self-diagnosed myself. I self-diagnosed myself, and I was still like, I don't know what to do to get over it. Like, I don't know how to get over this. Like, you know, when you first have a baby, you're severely sleep deprived. You're not getting any sleep. So not getting any sleep and then being, you know, depressed and sad, it's a bad, like, that's a dangerous combination. And like, I just remember, like, I was on maternity leave, so I didn't have to go back to work for like another 6 weeks. So I wasn't getting out the house. Like, I was just, you know, and when you have a baby, you're not supposed to be really leaving the house like that, because you gotta let your body heal. You gotta let everything, you know, get back to normal. You and the baby, like, you can't take the baby outside like that. So I was just in the house all day, every day with the baby. I would like take him outside, like take a walk or something. But I remember, like, my son's father, he would go to work, and I would just, like, it was days where I would beg him. I'd be like, please don't go to work. Like, can you please just stay home with me? Like, can you please not go? Like, it was getting to the point where I felt like I was the only one, you know, really having to be up with the baby, because I wasn't having to go to work, and he was, so I didn't really feel right waking him up when the baby would cry, so I would get up and do it. And it's like, it got to the point where I'd be like, please, like, can you please stay home so that I can get some rest, or can you please stay home so I don't have to be alone, because I don't really feel okay today, like, you know. But I couldn't expect him to be like, okay, I'll just call out of work, because we had bills to pay, and he was the one making the money, so I had to deal with it like that. Like, it would get to the point where he would leave and I would just cry, like, for the reason of, because I had postpartum depression. Like, that's the kind of things that I would do. And it made me think, like, oh my God, like, I'm only 23 years old. What am I doing? Like, how am I gonna make this work? How can I make me having a child and, you know, me wanting to still only think about myself work? And that's something that you have to get over when you have a baby, because if you get stuck into thinking that's when that depression will start kicking your ass, because you realize it's not all about you no more. Like, you are responsible for a human being for the next 18 years. Like, you just can't make everything about you anymore. And that was another thing I had to think about. Like, you know, it ain't just me no more. It's not just me and my son's father no more. It's us three. And now everything revolves around this tiny little person, my son, because I don't regret him. Like, he is the best thing that ever happened to me. Literally, like, I love him so much. You know, he means the world to me. He's bad as hell, but when I first had him, I breastfed him, like, when he was first born. And for like maybe a week. But it was too much work, so I kind of stopped. But like, it would get to the point where, like, because I pumped my milk, so I would be trying to pump my milk and I would just start crying. Like, it was stuff like that, or I would just watch him sleep and just be so sad. Like, oh my God, what the hell? Like, how am I gonna do this? Like, I would go in the bathroom and cry. I would take showers and cry, like, because it took me a while to, like, really adjust to being a mother. And they tell you that, they say, you know, it's because your hormones are not where they're supposed to be. Like, all your hormones and emotions, they all are off track right now, and the only thing you can feel is nervous, scared, anxious, and sad. So that's, you know, what I had to deal with. And I would just pray to God, like, can you please, like, take this from me? Like, what in the world am I going through? Like, because I've never experienced depression, so it's like, it was scary. I was just wondering, like, am I gonna always feel like this? Like, is this how moms feel? Like, I don't feel like moms are just depressed. Like, why am I depressed? And like I said, I didn't talk to nobody about it. I remember I called my sister one time and I was just like, I just feel sad. Like, is that normal? She's like, yeah, it's normal. But I didn't really tell her everything I was feeling. So, you know, she didn't really know that I was depressed or anything. But I wish I would have paid attention to that lady when she was telling me that, you know, you might start to feel like this and that. because maybe I would have prepared myself more for it, and I would have known what it was when it happened, you know, instead of being lost and wondering like what the hell is wrong with me, you know. 'Cause once I realized and started seeing that I wasn't, you know, the only person in the world who was going through that, or the only person in the world who had been through it, it helped me to start to adjust. And you know, like, it took me about 2 weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks to get over that. I just prayed a lot, and I just kept telling myself, you're okay, it's okay, you're not crazy, you're not wrong for feeling like this. Like, this happens sometimes, and just so happened to you. A lot of people don't go through it, but then there's people like me who do go through it. And I just have to keep telling myself, like, you're okay, you'll get over it. You know, I read up on how soon a lot of people get over it. Some were saying a few weeks, some were saying years. And I was hoping and praying to God that I wasn't one of the people that it lasted for a year, because I just could not deal with feeling like that for so long. So, and this is it. And then when my sister had a baby, I asked her, I was like, did you not feel like this? Because I expected her to go through this before me. Like, I expected her to go through this way before me. And I was like, did you go through this? And she was just like, no. If anything, I was extra happy when I had my baby. And I was like, how the hell? Like, I wish that was me. What the hell? Like after a few weeks, I still have my moments here and there, like, it wasn't really real that I was a mother and that I had to turn my life around for a child. But I started, you know, going out on myself. That's something I started to do. My son's father's sister, she would, you know, tell me, like, if you ever need me to watch him, I'll watch him, because she got like 3 kids, so she already knows, you know, I need my time alone. So she would offer to babysit him for me and just give me days where I could just be alone and be by myself and not have to worry about anybody and deal with anybody. Just do little things that just didn't include having to be responsible for anybody for a day. You know, like, I would get back to doing things that I normally would do, so that it didn't always feel like I was just 100%, you know, only taking care of somebody, you know. So then when I would get him, I would be like, no, I'll be okay. And that's what kind of helped me. And like I said, I prayed a lot. Like, I got real close to God once I went through that. Like, I don't care what nobody say. It don't matter when you get close to God, as long as you do, because he really helped me get through that. Because like I said, I didn't tell nobody about it. I was kind of embarrassed to tell people, because I don't want them looking at me like, well, damn, do you regret having a baby? Because then that's when the judgment starts, and that's when it gets even worse. So I kept it to myself. And like I said, I regret that, because I probably would have got over it a lot sooner if I had told people, like my family or like my mom and my sisters and stuff. But I just told God. I didn't even tell my son's father. Like, I would not even tell him, because it was just like, I didn't want to be looked at like, girl, that's your responsibility. Like, oh well, like, you know. Because like I said, I was only 22 when I had my son. I was really young, you know. That's a big step in your life, to do something like that, to have a whole child. And like I said, I don't regret him. He's the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, I love my son. But I just want people to know, like, depression is real. Like, yeah, a lot of people don't take it serious. They make it seem like it's a choice. Like, oh, you don't have to be sad, you know, just get out of it. But it's something that you really cannot control. Like, that is something really scary. You need to really, like, get help. I advise anybody to get help. Don't be like me and deal with it alone, you know. I've read people, mothers that have postpartum depression, where, like, having thoughts of harming their children, and I was just like, I'm glad I'm not that bad. Like, I never thought about harming my baby, but, like, that just shows you how bad it can get. Like, it's a really scary thing to deal with. I'm about to finish my little face real quick, and then y'all, I'm done. I'm gonna be outside in the heat all day. I already know. Let me not do nothing too crazy. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed talking to me today, or getting to know a little bit more about me and what I've been through in life. I'll do more videos like this, you know, just letting y'all know things about me, more, you know, personal, more on a personal level. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys have ever went through any of that before, if you know anyone, just let me know in the comments. I want to hear about it. I want to see other people and their take on it, or their experiences on that kind of stuff. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on the next video.